talking today with Cindy Costa, Director of Development for the Hospital Foundation, and the large fundraiser Lend-A-Hand is coming up October 26th, and that's a Saturday, and that's going to be, we were talking during the break, that is going to be, there'll be huge tents. You will absolutely be able to find it. You can't miss it. All the big tents will set up in the parking lot in front of the 4 community houses.
Yes.
And inside of those will be all these wonderful items we've been talking about. And let's talk a little bit more about the community houses themselves. We were talking earlier about the Rappel Diabetes Learning Center. Let's talk about Pites for just a second.
Oh, that's an amazing place. You know, when people are diagnosed with cancer, it is scary. There's just something about that word that is terrifying. And they can go, we've had people go from their doctor's office straight to the Pites house, and they're welcome with open arms, people that know what they're about to go through. They'll get matched up with someone who's had the same kind of cancer. That's going to be their buddy and help them through whatever it is they're going to go through.
Right.
They've recently added binders. They have a binder for every kind of cancer that's imaginable. And you can get one of these binders, and it tells you all kinds of things, from questions you might want to ask the doctor. Everything that is going to come up, it's in this binder. And so you're prepared for what's going to come up. And everything at the Pites house is completely free of charge. There are lots of different support groups, whether it's for different kinds of cancer or just general support groups. And that helps people when they're going through cancer, is to know they're not alone, and that there are other people that care about them and will be able to help them cope.
And you can, and help to walk through this, because you're seeing the results of someone else who has literally gone through it. They're still walking around. They're still viable folks.
Right. That's right.
And of course, that's usually the biggest scare.
And people think when they have cancer, there's chemotherapy, there's radiation therapy, but they don't know much more than that, and they really don't know what to expect with these kinds of treatments. So that's what the people at the house are for. Plus, for ladies, if you're undergoing chemotherapy and your hair is coming out, they have got this room full of the most gorgeous wigs you have ever seen in your life, and they are free. Go pick out a couple. There's some ladies that don't like to wear a wig, so they also have things like turbans and scarves and all kinds of things to keep you comfortable, keep your head warm. They have mastectomy bras. They have all kinds of great things that, like I've said before, are totally free.
Right, and this is why you do the fundraiser each year. We need to keep the doors to these houses open. They serve such a huge area. You know, that we've done some demographics and geographics, taking a look at things with the hospital. And when we see where people are coming from, we're serving 14 different counties in the Twin Lakes area. And as you mentioned earlier, Cindy, it's so unique to have all 4 community houses in one location. Literally somebody, if they needed to, could go right down each house by house and gather information and educate themselves on a variety of diseases, on a variety of how to do things, how to eat better. Just, it's amazing.
And you mentioned the 14 county area. All these houses also get calls literally from states away with questions, or they found them online and they have different things. Maybe they have a parent that lives in Mountain Home and they're trying to find help for them. So they get calls from literally all over the country.
Right. It's amazing. It's amazing. Mountain Home, and the hospital in particular, is an absolute flagship for healthcare.
It is.
With the technology that we have been able to raise monies for and have in our hospital, it's just astounding. And then the personalized care.
Yes.
from physicians who live within the community. They want to serve the community. It's remarkable.
It is wonderful.
It is, it is. So we've talked about PITES and we've talked about Rappel. We don't want to leave out the Muruck Family Education Center on Aging. That certainly serves a huge populace
we
here.
are a retirement community. And that house, while basically it's for age 55 and older, there's a lot of people a lot younger than that that come utilize the services, because they have a library full of every booklet, pamphlet you can imagine on any kind of health care, any issues you're dealing with. But it is specialized for our senior citizens and for people 55 and older. They can come in, there's lots of support groups, there's lots of great informational things. They specialize in things like Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, arthritis, all kinds of things that involve senior citizens. And they carry the AARP Safe Driving class once a month. Lots and lots of information, and they are always just busy, busy, busy.
Yeah. And all of that information that you were talking about, the schedule for all of the 4 community houses, are always in local paper. We send information to all of the radio stations. Certainly here at XL7, we always make sure that people are aware of what's going on monthly calendar-wise. Our Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce, we make sure that all the information is there. So there's a variety of venues for you to check to find out when these support groups are happening. We put out quarterly, inserted in newspapers, the Viewpoint, and that always has that particular upcoming quarter's events as we know them. Those things tend to change sometimes, but all the support groups are listed there as well.
Yeah. And we encourage everybody to go online at baxterregional.org.
You bet.
And they can check out all kinds of great information about all the houses,
sure,
anything that's going on, who to contact. All the houses are open from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. So they really have some great information on each of their sites. And
the one thing too that I've always just admired, especially about the Muruck Family Education Center on Aging, is they have a caregiver course that they provide. And this is this sometimes is the unsung hero that gets lost in the shuffle. People can tend to be so focused on, let's say you have a loved one with Alzheimer's, but it's the caregiver, day after day,
absolutely,
hour after hour, who may not be getting enough sleep, they may just be exhausted. And I know that with the caregiver support group that they have and the caregiver training that is given through the Muruck Center, that they actually help people understand, how to do things more easily, how to move a large person. Because we women tend to be somewhat better health, and
that's right.
And we oftentimes end up being the caregiver for, let's say, a husband, a spouse who usually is bigger than we are.
Yeah.
So we got to get them moved around, and they just have all sorts of wonderful suggestions, tips, things so that you don't hurt yourself. So.
And we're fortunate to have a renowned doctor, Dr. David Lipschitz, that comes in once a month, and he does a great program right inside of our hospital in the Logger Board dining room for an hour, and he has great information for senior citizens or anybody that's caring for a senior citizen. And then he also sees patients over at the Fairlamp Senior Health Clinic.
Yes, he does. Yep.
So we're very lucky to have that.
Yeah, that's one of those, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's here. So I don't know how many books he's written, and he's astounding what he knows. He's probably forgotten more about aging than
that's right.
than a lot of people even remember. So. And last but certainly never least, the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education.
Oh yes, that's been a very popular house because it's literally for women of all ages. We have our moms-to-be that come in. We have childbirth classes. We have breastfeeding classes. We have safe sitter classes for our girls that are about 10 to 13.
And boys. Even
Yes,
boys.
we've-
We got
we've
boys
had-
going through the
We've
classes
had
too.
a couple boys in there. We have our teen girls night out for our high school ladies. We have girls night out for a lot of basically women of all ages. We have our golden girls for our senior ladies, and all kinds of things in the middle. They always have a lot of great programs down there. And the latest one is called Working Women in the Know, and that's from 5:30 till 7. They always have a different night during the month with some great programs. So when ladies get off work, and don't
Give yourself a
break.
night.
Have
take
a break. Let your family fend for themselves. I bet they can do that one night, and come and just have a great time with some other. And we always have great snacks and great programs.
Yep. Yeah, those are fun. I've gone to a couple of those myself, and those are just delightful. You learn so much once again, because that's all geared for women, and just the houses throughout the course of a year. They will have the Men's Health Forum, which is all for men, so that they can sit there with Dr. Turkers, Dr. Decker, and Dr. Lindsay, and ask those questions that they don't want anyone else to hear.
That's right.
They're not comfortable with women around, perhaps, but that's an environment that's been created for them. And the same thing with the Women's Health Forum, and then with the Schliemann Center. That's another wonderful place to ask those questions, and sometimes not even ask the question. I know when I've gone to a few of them, you just sit back, and there's such dialogue floating all around the room that your question's going to get answered. You don't even have to ask it. So, and it's wonderful. It's once again, like all of the houses do, it's that sense of you are not alone.
Yes.
If it's cancer related, if it's diabetic, this is something that you are not going through alone. There are people that have been there ahead of you, that have gone through this, who have survived, and more than survived. They are very vital participants in life, and it's just wonderful to see how they can help you blossom as well and go through the processes. So, Cindy, what a delight.
Wonderful.
What a delight to have you on the show talking about Lend a Hand today. Would you tell everyone again, please, the date, the time, the place, and what's going to be happening?
Absolutely. On Friday, October 25th, check us out on KTLO for our phone-a-thon beginning at 6 a.m. And then Saturday, we've got the big auction, tours of the houses, we've got food and fun. You can go on our website too, baxterregional.org, and check out the items. We're going to have pictures of them on there, so you can kind of get a little feel of what's going to be on there. And also call our office at area 870-508-1779 if you have any questions, want to drop by a donation, anything. We welcome absolutely everything.
Okay. Cindy, thank you so much. It's so important for everyone to remember through all of this. Our hospital's a 501c3. It is a not-for-profit hospital. We need your help with things such as Lend a Hand to keep these wonderful community houses open. They serve such a huge population, and they do such a great job in making this just a better Twin Lakes area.
That's right.
So thanks for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connections, and we will see you again next week.